The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Hinckley-Finlayson High School here tonight, where we've got a matchup between the Barnum Bombers and your Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, under the weather a little bit, more or less just losing my voice once again, but that seems to be a winter tradition for me anyways, where we get to winter sports and I lose my voice. Whether it's early on in winter sports or late in winter sports, I always seem to lose my voice. So if you get annoyed, I apologize. I am annoyed with my voice as well. So hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully it's bearable enough to at least listen to the entire game, because I think this is going to be a good one here this evening. This is not the Bombers of Bram. No, it is not a local versus local matchup. This is the Barnum Bombers, but, I mean, they're close enough. Why not call them local? But these two teams come in having not played a game yet this season, so they have both 0-0 on the season. This is the first game of the year for both these teams, and obviously both looking forward to playing here tonight. Now, Hinckley-Finlayson this year did change sections. They went from 7AA to 5 single A, and they've been kind of waiting to make that transition back to single A after it's been, golly, I think it's been 5 years. I think maybe 6 that it's been. So it has been a while since they've been in single A, but man, have they been waiting for this opportunity to get back into single A. And I expect them to have a pretty good season. Now, don't get me wrong, they didn't do terrible in double A. That's not what it was at all. But they just know that they kind of belong in single A, and I'm excited to see what this team can do this year. Before we get too far into the Here's the Pitch pregame here on WCMP, Here's the Pitch in North Branch is the area's premier indoor training facility. Fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. Tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. So before we get too far into the Here's the Pitch pregame, we're going to take a moment to hear word from our fine sponsors. After that commercial break, we're going to come back and hear an interview with the Hinckley-Finlayson girls basketball head coach, Brandon Greenwald. So a commercial break, and then we'll have that interview with Brandon Greenwald here on WCMP.
Traditions are packed.
From Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Ethan Game Day Gilman here, and I'm now joined by the Hinckley-Finlayson girls basketball head coach, Coach Greenwald. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
And as we get started here, first question for you, how long have you been coaching at Hinckley-Finlayson, and then how long in general have you been coaching?
So I've been at Hinckley-Finlayson for about 5 years, across all levels of basketball. Most recently, JV basketball, and I took over the varsity position about halfway through the season last year. Been coaching for about 10 years. Before Hinckley, I coached varsity golf at Pine Island, and then some varsity boys basketball at a Minneapolis charter school.
And looking at the season, what is the lead up to the season like for you? What are some of the things that you do to prepare?
So if I had to summarize what the lead up to the season is like, a lot of conditioning, a lot of repping new plays that we've introduced to our playbook. If I had to summarize kind of the lead up to the season, though, in just a few words, kind of like excitement, dedication, execution, confidence. So we're all building our practices to be as meticulous and high energy as we can, and there's a real buzz of optimism throughout the gym right now. It's pretty awesome.
Speaking of the team, how is the roster shaping up this year? Is it more veteran, younger, or a mix of both?
It's a mix of both. We're a bit thin this year, especially at the JV level, so we'll face some challenges with numbers there, but also creates a great opportunity for our underclassmen to play meaningful minutes together and develop the chemistry that they're going to need moving into next season. So overall, the roster is a mix of underclassmen and some seniors, but depth-wise, we're skewed a little bit younger. So,
looking at some of these returning players, what is something you expect from those veteran returners?
So we do have 5 seniors, one returning after a 1-year hiatus. They've all played together for years, and they have excellent chemistry with each other. So I expect high energy, chaotic defense, the ability to shut down teams inside. We are pretty tall, so I'm expecting them to set the tone with physicality and leadership.
You mentioned one of them is returning. I've got to imagine that her teammates are pretty pleased to have her back.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think she was quite upset she didn't stick it out last year, but I think with her energy and optimism that she's really, really glad to be back on the team. So,
and do we know who the team captains are for this year?
We do. So team captains this year are seniors Haley Geiger and McKenna Raby, both multi-sport athletes who bring maximum effort on and off the court, and they've already been strong leaders for us so far.
I just want to quickly ask about the multi-sport athlete. How nice is it to get a multi-sport athlete? Because it seems like when you got those type of players, they come in a little bit more shape.
I think multi-sport athletes are an awesome addition to any team just because they've been coached before. They understand team dynamics. The conditioning part doesn't hurt, especially when we have cross-country players coming into basketball practice who already have lungs. It's just one less thing that we have to worry about in practice. So can work more on fine-tuning our basketball skills as far and not have to worry on specific conditioning skills.
And looking up to practices up to this point, you'll have your first game Friday, but have there been any surprises in practice or just anyone who has stepped up?
And thinking about this, it's been kind of awesome. I really cannot pinpoint one person. It's been the entire group and the entire team that the coaching staff here has been super surprised with just the amount of hustle, and you can really tell that the girls put in some work in the off season, conditioning wise and or basketball skill wise, to just hone their craft. So everyone stepped up with focus and effort so far.
And you mentioned you took over kind of halfway through last year, but what are some of the things that the team had success with last year that you'd like to see them have success with again this year?
So last year, we really focused on building a solid defensive foundation. So we spent the season perfecting our ability to kind of hold teams to a lower score to increase our chances of winning. So what we really struggled with is pouring so much effort into the defensive side that our offensive side kind of struggled a little bit being able to put the ball in the hoop. So we did struggle with some injuries late in the season, but defensively I think we established our identity and want to carry that over.
Now, I mentioned your first game is on Friday. What is something that you're hoping to see from the team game one?
Game one, I'm hoping to see us fight for all those 50-50 balls, staying composed under pressure, and just being able to patiently pick apart defenses in the half court. We've spent a lot of time over this summer and this preseason kind of shoring up some of those shortcomings from last year. So we've been really, really, really focused on our offensive end, being able to execute, and everything else will build from there.
What are your goals for the team for the first few weeks of the season?
Early on, I just want us to be okay with pinpointing our weaknesses and then getting those reps in practice to shore up those areas. Another big goal is just to build confidence to help the team understand that, if every matchup were a series like the NBA, that we'd be able to steal at least a game from everyone. So after a loss, I want them thinking next time and be excited to get back into the film room and prepare as much as we can for a rematch if there's a rematch with that team.
I know as a coach, it's one game at a time, but are there any games on the schedule you're looking forward to?
Really excited for the East Central game next week. One, they're one of our rivals. Two, it's a 1 o'clock game, so they're releasing the students early, and the gym should be packed, and there should be some big energy in the gym. And then we're also excited with our matchup with Crosby Ironton. We know they're a tough opponent, but the girls look forward to competing against one of Minnesota's best players. So.
And, Coach, that's all that I have for you here today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's all that I have. Go Jags.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this interview. It is greatly appreciated.
All right, thank you.
The Mushroom Melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the Mushroom Melt and Fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350, getting ready here during the Here's the Pitch pregame. Here's the Pitch at Here's the Pitch. Use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall, North Branch. Again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and if you get sick of my voice, don't worry, I am as well. So I apologize if you turn the channel. I don't blame you. I would as well. But here we're looking at Hinckley-Finlayson hosting Barnum. Hinckley-Finlayson last year, went 2-25, looking to turn a corner. They feel pretty good about the youth that they have. They also feel pretty good about the seniors they have. They have one coming back who sat out last year, and they're pretty happy to have her back as a teammate. And again, oddly enough, last year they played Barnum in the first game as well. Didn't go their way, but I think this year's going to look a little different. It was a 40-point loss for them last year. I think this year's going to be a little bit different. Last year, Barnum went 18-10 overall. They played 2 playoff games, won the first one at home against I Falls, then lost to Duluth Marshall, who, well, quite honestly, was just a train wreck for anyone who played them last year. They were very, very good. They've been a pretty good team for a while now. But that is a look at both these teams, how they did last year. I'm excited to be here and get started on this one. We're going to get our national anthem and our starting lineups announced. So while they do that, we're going to take one more commercial break. And when we return, we'll have tip-off here on WCMP. Make your next stop the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Right now, save on all your favorites like Haggie's Pizza. Save $8 when you buy 2. Coke 20 ounces, 3 for $6. Or Pepsi 20 ounces, 3 for $6. Slim Jim Jerky is 2 for $5. Haagen-Dazs ice cream are 2 for $6. Monster Energy drinks are buy 2, get 1 free. And Splash Ice Melt, which is pet safe, only $14.99. So make it the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics Light Force Braces or Invisalign Clear Aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Brand new location in Cambridge, by the way, if you're heading to Cambridge. Heading west on 95. It is going to be on the north side of the road in between Caribou and Starbucks over there in Cambridge. It is a brand spanking new location. It is a beautiful spot, I might mention, as well. Our starting lineups here getting announced, and then we will be set for tip-off here at Hinckley-Finlayson High School between the Jags and the Bombers. Last year, these two teams faced off in game number 1 of the season as well. It did not go the way the Jags would have liked it to last year, but I do 100% believe that this year will be very, very much different for the Jags. I think they're going to be a lot more competitive. I think they're going to be a much better team this year. As we get ready for tip-off here, getting our starting lineups, and both teams just about to head out onto the court. I want to take this time to thank all of our loyal listeners who tuned in here tonight. I appreciate you for tuning in. You obviously give me a job to do, so I am, extremely thankful for that. Also, want to give a huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors, whether it's spring, summer, winter, fall sports that they're sponsoring. We thank all of our fine sponsors because if it's not for them, we wouldn't be able to bring you any of these games, by the way, for free. That is because of all of our fine sponsors. We get set for tip-off here. And we are underway, and the tip-off is won by Barnum. And the shot for 3 is off the mark from Lund, and it is rebounded here by Storley. Storley will take it up, and she'll give it, well, actually she'll keep it herself. Looking into the corner, now takes it towards the top of the key. She's got herself stuck now, nowhere to go with it. She has Scott open, and now we're going to get a jump ball. It's tough for, they are going to, so Barnum won the possession, so the possession arrow will be Hinckley-Finlayson's on that jump ball. But it was interesting. Storley, I thought, had Scott, but she did not give it to her. Meanwhile, their starting lineup will be number 4, McKenna Raby, 13, Brooklyn Storley, 14, Riley Scott, 34, Haley Geiger, and 42, Ava Blowers. For Barnum, it will be number 10, Kennedy I don't know how to say her last name, so I apologize. Berthamy, I believe, is close. Number 13, Mia Hurst. 20, Sophia Frank. A shot here from Hinckley-Finlayson is no good. Ingrid Lund, also 24 for Barnum, and then 25, Morgan Corpella. Meanwhile, it is Lund who got the rebound there for Barnum. She's looking to get rid of it, but she's guarded well here. Storley just being a menace to her. Now give it off to Frank. Sophia Frank with it. She'll roll to the top of the key. She'll stop and give it over to Lund. Lund wanted 3, and they'll go now inside to Hurst. Hurst in some trouble, gives it back out to the Berthamy. Now top of the key here to Corpella. On the far side for Frank. That's going to be off the mark, but a good rebound by Lund. Lund will give it now to Frank on the far side for Hurst. She wanted the 3, instead gives it now to Lund on the near side. Drives baseline. The shot is up and off the mark, and rebounded here by Ava Blowers, her first of the game. She'll give it off to Storley now. Storley will work her way up the court on the near side. Storley pauses, waits for the offense to get set, looks for a screen from Geiger, gets the screen, and then it's a turnover, going to be taken away by Corpella. The pass just off the mark, and Corpella will be the beneficiary there. This one to Frank, just off the mark a bit, but she's able to pull it in. Now they'll go inside. Hurst, surprised no foul call there, but they're going to let it go. They're going to let them play tonight. You like to see that. Top of the key now to Lund. Lund will be patient and wait. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Now down to 15. They'll go inside here to Frank. Almost stolen away there by a member of the Jags. And this three is off the mark. It's knocked out of bounds. That should be a Hinckley-Finlayson ball, and it will be. So really no good look at any shots here for either team so far in the first 2 minutes. But I like the fact that both teams are being patient. Now, for Hinckley-Finlayson, I think they're being maybe a tad too patient at this point. I feel like they've had some open passes, but they're trying to set up a play, and I feel like they're waiting a little bit too long. Meanwhile, with it, Geiger gets it, and she got it from Storley, trying to go inside underneath to Raby, and it is just over her reach. So it is going to be another turnover here, and it'll go back to Barnum. Inbound goes to Hurst. And Hurst over the defense to Corpella. On the near side, they've got a wide open lane to the basket. That is Sophia Frank, who drops in the first bucket of the game. Just got out in front of the Hinckley-Finlayson defense and got Hinckley-Finlayson on their heels. Storley will start on the far side, now drifts to the top of the key. She'll give it inside now to Geiger. Geiger searching, and she'll give it back now to Scott. Scott will set things up. She's looking for a screen from Raby. Not going to get it. She'll go inside now to Geiger. Geiger on the far side has Storley. Storley for three. And it rattles through. Brooklyn Storley gets the Jaguars on the board first. A good patient possession, 3-2. Now Barnum with it. It's Corpella on the far side. Stolen away by Raby. McKenna Raby with the steal. Give to Storley. Storley on the near side. Now top of the key to Raby. Underneath, trying to go to Geiger and lost it for a moment. She gets it back, shot towards the basket, and she's going to benefit from doing that because she just got fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. Really smart play there by Haley Geiger getting that one. And this foul going to be the first for Barnum, the first on Ingrid Lund. So Geiger will shoot two. First one's up and good. And next one is up. And just off the front of the rim, but she gets one of two at least. Hinckley-Finlayson had a couple players back ready for that offense possession from Barnum. And then this is knocked out by Riley Scott. What a great play there by Scott. She read that like a book. Inbound will now go to Corpella. She'll start at the top of the key. Give back to Lund on this near side. Looking top of the key to Hurst. That's where they'll go. Trying to set something up inside, but that is stolen away again. What a great read there by Geiger. And another steal for the Jags. 14.5 to go here in the first half. And that is going to be knocked out of bounds. That should be, thought it was last touch by Barnum, but apparently Hinckley-Finlayson did get a fingertip on it. I think there's some conversation amongst teammates. Did we really touch that? According to the referees, they did. And I'm not going to question it because I'm not down there. And we all know my eyes aren't great. So Barnum does get it back. They'll go inside to Frank. She lost it, and it is stolen away by Blowers. This Hinckley-Finlayson defense is just all over the Barnum offense right now. He'll go inside. Geiger, great pass, and an even better execution from Geiger to lay it in for two. Great assist from Brooklyn Storley. And then Geiger had to get through some traffic to get that one to go through. Nice job. Nearly stolen away here by Raby. Underneath for Lund. Three there from Frank is off the mark. And race after the rebound. Going to be kept alive. Taken in by Hurst. And Hurst's shot is no good. Rebounded by Raby. And obviously Storley will be the ball handler who will take it up. And now Barnum going to provide a little bit more pressure defensively. Storley in a tough spot. She's going to have it stolen. No. We're going to say jump ball. I think they could have waited maybe a second more and given her the steal, but they will call jump ball. They're going to whistle it a little bit early. Now checking in for the Barnum Bombers will be number 5, and that is Olivia Bigelow. So Bigelow checks into the game for the first time here tonight for Barnum. And now they go to Hurst. On the far side, Corpella. She looks, top the key to Bigelow. On the near side, Hurst. Now on the near side corner, they'll go back inside, and it is missed. And Raby will get the steal. Under a lot of pressure is Storley, and she's going to get, oh, nice job by keeping the dribble up. And then we get a foul. Did she get the foul? I think she did. Nice job. So not only did she fall and keep the dribble, but she also drew a foul from Berthamy. What a great job. Great play there by Brooklyn Storley. Second team foul, first for her. Now, obviously, coach will be saying, hey, we got to be a little bit better with our ball handling, but still a really good play. Checking in for the Jags now is number 30. That is Neela Fahey. Recognize her name? Well, you should, because she played some really good volleyball for the team. Meanwhile, Storley again under a ton of pressure. They're just kind of going press man coverage right now. Something I wish the Vikings would do, but hey. Now Storley with it after it was lost. Now near side, Fahey trying to drive inside, gave it up to Scott. Scott kind of just mishandled that pass, and they're going to get a shot clock violation. Hinckley-Finlayson, I don't think even realized what the clock was at. So that'll be a turnover due to a shot clock violation. Yeah, after all the mishandling there, I think Hinckley-Finlayson just kind of lost track of the shot clock, which is unfortunate. Remember, that was implemented a couple years ago now, so something that it'll be frustrating to have happen, but definitely got to learn to deal with it. Meanwhile, it is Bigelow with it. They'll give it now to Lund. Lund trying to go inside, but it is stolen away by Scott. Riley Scott will bring it forward for the Jags. She'll start at the top of the key. She'll look left, now go right. Looking for a screen. She's going to work herself to the baseline. Shot up. She just took a little bit too many steps, but she gets the foul drawn anyways, and she's going to go to the line and shoot two. Good play there by her. Are they going to get Berthamy again, it looks like, for her second and the team's third. And she's at the line now to shoot two. Scott's first one just off the mark. And checking in now for Hinckley-Finlayson is number 41, Rowan Fahey. Also in for the Bombers is number 20, Sophia Frank, so she'll check back in. So missed the first one, did Scott. And gets the second one. She drained that second one. Good-looking shot. 7-2 now the score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Barnum back up the court with it. It's Corpella to start. Corpella looks, picks up her dribble, gives on the far side to Frank. Frank now top the key to Bigelow. Bigelow on this near side to Corpella. Corpella, patient, give now to Lund. Lund wanted to go on the far side to Bigelow, but instead gives near side, trying to go inside, and she got around the defense and lays it in for two, does Mia Hurst. That makes it 7-4. Bringing it up the court is Rowan Fahey. Fahey on this near side. Guarded well, nearly lost her dribble, and she will there, but is able to pick it back up. Nice job realizing that, hey, she can dribble it again, and we're going to get a foul. Ooh, that one might have been a little bit ticky-tacky. Is this a foul? Yeah, they are going to get the foul. I think that one you could have let go. I think you need to let them play just a little bit. I'm not a fan of that call there. They do get the reach-in foul, but I kind of would have liked to see them let that one go. Riley Scott gets the inbound, had a shot for three, but it closed quickly, did that window. And now a pass that is into a lot of traffic, and it is going to be stolen away by Bigelow. Underneath here to Lund. And finally get a first foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. That's why the cheers are there. Barnum's kind of saying, hey, finally we get a foul call. This foul on Hinckley-Finlayson, number 14, Riley Scott. Her first, and it is a shooting foul. So at the line to shoot two is Ingrid Lund. First one up, and good. 7-5 now. Ava Blowers checks back in. And looks like we will get a new young lady in for Barnum. That'll be number 3. That's Allie Laveau, I believe. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. Meanwhile, again, Lund hit her first and is good on both. I think if you're a coach, that's something you'll definitely like to see, is the fact that got a young lady who is so cool, calm, and collected early on in the season from the free throw line. It's always good because those are free points, basically. Now taking up the court, Rowan Fahey on the far side. She's being bothered, and now we finally get the foul call. Yeah, she was being a little aggressive there, was Mia Hirsch. She was pushing just a little too much. They let it go up the court, but then finally as she got into the corner, they got her called for it, and I think that's the right call. They let it go for a little while, which I do like, but then as it got further up the court and she stopped her feet, that's when they're like, all right, too much now, too physical. So that's her second, team's fifth, and inbounding will be Fahey. That's Rowan Fahey. I forget there are two Faheys on the squad. This goes to Ava Blowers. Blowers trying to go, and oh man, just ripping it away. Geiger. That was a turnover, but Geiger said absolutely not. Excuse me, that's Riley Scott. Riley Scott said absolutely not. Now on the near side, three from Fahey. That's Neela Fahey, no good. Geiger with the rebound, can't put it up and in for two. And getting the rebound again is Blowers, but just unable to put it through. Another rebound and put back up and in for two by Haley Geiger. Refusing to give that point away. Love to see it. There were about three different rebounds for Hinckley-Finlayson, and they finally got it to go down. And this is going to be stolen away by Riley Scott. So Scott will kind of slow things down just a little bit, getting a little chaotic here, so you want to definitely slow it down. Now over to Blowers. Blowers trying to go inside to Geiger, and it is knocked away by Barnum. Barnum thinks it's their ball, but from what I've seen, Barnum touched it last, and the referee does agree. Hey, anytime you can try and sell the referee, though, and be like, hey, what do you mean? It's our ball. I am so okay with that. Meanwhile, inbound here to Blowers. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Bigelow. They'll bring it up the other way. Lund with it now. Gives on the near side here to Frank. Frank couldn't pull that one in cleanly. Otherwise, she probably would have had a quick shot if she wanted it. Timeout called here now by Barnum. And their head coach, Mariah Minkinen, calls the first timeout of the half. So that'll be their first, and we'll take one as well. You're listening to basketball here on WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, first timeout called here by Barnum in this first half. 9-6 is the score on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard with 9:52 to go in the first half. Embrace Orthodontics, their board-certified orthodontists, are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll also leave you with a smile you will embrace forever. Low-scoring game up to this point, but, I think Hinckley-Finlayson's kind of okay with that because it's really been the defensive prowess that has got the job done, and I've been impressed. I have been impressed by what their defense has done so far. Bigelow with the ball now back up to Frank at the top of the key. Now over to Corpella. Corpella back at the top of the key now to Laveau. Coach Greenwald. Ooh. He's thinking that was Hinckley-Finlayson's ball. I did as well. I thought it went off of Barnum's thigh, but it did go off of a foot of Hinckley-Finlayson out of bounds, so we'll stay with Barnum. Corpella confused as to where to go. They only got 3 to shoot. Now 2, now 1. That was dribbled on the base, or on the sideline, and that is out of bounds, and it will be a turnover and go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. Good job there by Hinckley-Finlayson on that possession. And Brooklyn Storley will check into the game. She comes in for Riley Scott. And we're inbounded now to Rowan Fahey. Fahey spins around, trying to get around the defender, gets a screen, goes inside now to Blowers. Blowers tries to go inside to Geiger. Ball still for grabs on the floor. Are we going to get a kick ball or a foul? Oh, we're going to get a foul, and is that on Barnum? I think it is, which would be the team's 6th. And I think they got it on 25, which is Morgan Corpella. So her first, team 6th. Man, Hinckley-Finlayson doing a good job of just drawing fouls. And we get 2 new young ladies in. 13, so not new, but 13 is Hurst. Number 10 is Berthamy. I thought they were 2 new. Oh, almost too big of a shove there, but they get it inbounded to Geiger. Shoot for 3. Oh, and it's good. Haley Geiger wasting no time pulling that shot off and makes it 12-6. Now Barnum looking to respond. Hinckley-Finlayson keeping the D at that three-point line, not allowing them to drive inside or get any open shots from three. Moving the ball around is Barnum. Nowhere really to go with this ball. Now they'll go to the far side. Hurst is going to take a shot. It is off the mark. Oh, and nearly rebounded by Hinckley-Finlayson. Berthamy comes up with it. And now to Bigelow. Bigelow back outside to Frank. Frank looking, going to the far side now to Corpella. Corpella on the far side to Hurst. Hurst trying to find something open to Bigelow. Bigelow, I thought she was going to take the three. Instead, she's going to try and drive it baseline inside. No, it is up for grabs. Jump ball. And possession arrow favors Hinckley-Finlayson. Haley Geiger has been around the ball nonstop here this evening, and she will not allow Barnum to take that ball. Meanwhile, into the game now are Raby and Geiger. Hey, back into the game. Or no, not Geiger, excuse me. She went out. It is Riley Scott who checks in. Brooklyn Storley will bring it forward. She's looking for a screen from Raby. And now picks up her dribble, goes inside. A bit of a tough pass, but Flowers takes it to the basket. It's no good, but she does draw a foul, and she's going to go back to line to shoot two. And I believe they got it on Bigelow. They did, so it's her first, team seventh, and now Hinckley-Finlayson in the bonus for the rest of the first half. Flowers, shot, ooh, just off the mark. And now shot number two. And that one, oh, just off the mark as well. So Blowers no good. And this ball was rebounded by Barnum, that's what they're called. And a shot from the far side for Frank is off the mark, and Brooklyn Storley is going to get the rebound. She quickly gives it off to her teammate, Rowan Fahey. Fahey trying to get around the defense. Good press man coverage here by Barnum, but Hinckley-Finlayson just really does a good job of being consistent at getting up the court and not being scared. I mean, it's hard to get around press man coverage, but they're doing a really good job. On that far side, it's going to go out of bounds off of Riley Scott. I think she was thinking she drew a foul, but I don't think there was enough there on that one. But yeah, they're letting them play physical here tonight. That is for sure. So Barnum will have it. It's Hurst who picks it up, and that was an ill-advised pass. Blowers with the steal, trying to go to Brooklyn Storley, but the pass is just too far out in front. Well, Blowers got the steal, and then unfortunately the pass just too far in front. And sometimes that happens because you see your teammate and they're too open, so you get a little bit too excited. This pass going to go too far out in front of Berthamy now from Bigelow, and the ball will go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. Timeout called here by Barnum. It will be a full timeout, so while they take one, we will as well. Back on WCMP after word from our fine sponsors.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP, the Jaguars lead here in the first half over Barnum 12-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Don't forget, stay tuned at the half for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Meanwhile, out of the timeout, looks like Barnum's going to go with a little bit more of a full court press, and Hinckley-Finlayson struggling just a little bit to get around it. They're going to go pass up the court, and Brooklyn Storley cannot hang on to it. It went off her. I'm surprised. She may have even jammed her finger trying to get that one. But there were two Jaguars in the same spot. And if you're trying to get out of a full court press, you got to spread out just a little bit. So a little bit of a mistake there by Hinckley-Finlayson. But Barnum is going to get it back on the turnover. They're, again, moving around the horn. Just Hinckley-Finlayson just doing a really good job of keeping them outside of that three-point line. And now Barnum lost it, and it will go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. Defense tonight for Hinckley-Finlayson has just been phenomenal. I've been really impressed with their tenacity and their ability to go after the ball inbound now, and she's got to get it in quickly. She does to Brooklyn Storley. She just gets open at the last moment. Storley going to get around one, but then she gives it off here to Blowers. Blowers lost it, but she gets it back. Very nice job. Gets it to Rowan Fahey. Great concentration there by Ava Blowers. What looked like a chaotic play, she turns into something that gets them into the offensive zone. Reach in foul, and that's going to send Rowan Fahey to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Barnum will get a substitution, but again, Fahey will go to the line. Rowan Fahey to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's the 8th team foul, the 3rd now on Berthamian. She's going to have to sit, unfortunately. So she'll sit for the rest of the first half. That it has 6:45 left. So Rowan Fahey for a 1-and-1. First one's up. And, it looked good, but it just goes long and battle for the ball. And are we going to get, we got a jump ball. And Fahey up a little bit slow. That did not look pretty for either of those young ladies. Their knees kind of got tied up, and they fell on each other. And, it could have been bad, but thankfully they're both up and okay. Couple substitutions here for Hinckley-Finlayson as Barnum will look to inbound. Hinckley-Finlayson playing a little bit of a soft full court zone, if you will, on this near side. She stepped out of bounds. Yep. Bigelow did not realize where she was at on the court, and unfortunately on this near sideline, as she went up and turned, she stepped on the sideline, and it will go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. So now the Jags need... I don't know about that. He's going to say that Geiger stepped on the line. From where I was looking, I thought she had a little bit of... tan floor before that out of bounds. Maybe not. He saw it closer than I did, apparently. Meanwhile, it will be another turnover, so Barnum has it back. They'll try and go inside, but they just haven't been able to get anything inside. Meanwhile, I don't know about that one. They're going to get a foul here. Again, it's one of those where I think it's just a little too soft. I think they need to just let it go. But it's Brooklyn Storley with her first. It's only the team's second, so it will be an inbound for Barnum. And they'll look. They wanted to go to Hurst, but she had nothing. Now to Bigelow, back on the far side to Frank for 3. It's off the mark, and a rebound there for Blowers. Storley getting up the court. Barnum laying off the full court press. She'll give now on the near side to Neela Fahey. Now on the far side, give to Riley Scott for 3. It rolls off the rim, but it is rebounded here on the near side by Brooklyn Storley. Storley trying to get around the defense. She's guarded one-on-one. Looks for a screen. She goes back the other way. Now give to Neela Fahey. Fahey gets to go around the screen. Looking to the far side. Wants to go inside and a bit of an ill-advised pass. And it's going to be stolen away there by Mia Hurst. They'll look for the breakout pass. No breakout pass found, but they do get up the court after Hinckley-Finlayson backs off and just gets on defense. But they missed an assignment, and easy 2 for Mia Hurst. Just a simple misread there, and somebody was out of position. And that's all right, though. Almost a carry there by Geiger, but luckily she did not. And now she gives it up. Stolen away by Frank, and this is where the tables could turn, is what I was going to say, I guess. But tables could turn, and now we're going to get a foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. That's a good foul, though, because she missed the shot, did the Barnum player. This will be the team's 3rd for Hinckley-Finlayson. And it's going to be the 2nd for Brooklyn Storley. At the line to shoot 2 is Mia Hurst. Again, a good foul there by Storley as this one rattles out. Get a sub in. Back in comes Allie Laveau. Or Laveau. Apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And Hurst will shoot her second. This one is good. So 1 of 2 for Hurst to make it 12-9. Hinckley-Finlayson back up the court. Geiger gives it off to Storley on the far side. Stops and goes again. Trying to go inside. Shot is up, no good, but draws the foul. They have done such a good job when it looks like, man, the play could be in a bad state. They draw the fouls here tonight. They've done such a good job of that. The latest is Brooklyn Storley, who draws it on Ingrid Lund, her second, team's 9th. And is she shooting 2? I believe so. And the first one is good. So Brooklyn Storley with the first of 2. And that one's good as well. So she makes them both. And again, as a coach, when you see your team make free throws like that, you got to be pleased because those are free points. 14-9, under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Barnum back up with it. They got it on the near side to Corpella. Back top of the key to Bigelow. Bigelow shuffles her feet, now looking to the far side here for Hurst. But Hurst, nothing doing, gives on the near side to Corpella. A line drive shot, no good, and the rebound. Somehow Hurst is there to grab it and put it in for 2. That ball was bouncing around a little bit, but she was able to grab it. 14-11. Oh, Geiger's got to get rid of that ball a little bit sooner because she's gotten away with the carry a couple times now, but Brooklyn Storley with it, and she drives to the basket, and she draws another one. That is going to be the 10th team foul now on Barnum. They will now be in the double bonus, will Hinckley-Finlayson, and they're going to shoot 2 from here on out. That one is on Bigelow. Her first, or excuse me, Laveau. That's her first. And Storley to shoot 2. First one's good. They will send one of their young ladies back. That's going to be Neela Fahey back. And that one no good. So 1 of 2 there, but it is rebounded by Hinckley-Finlayson. And, oh, what a play there. That was Ava Blowers who got that one away, and now this one going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Hinckley-Finlayson, and Barnum will take back over. 15-11. Got to get a sub here real quick for Barnum. And they'll inbound. Inbound goes to Corpella. Corpella looks, wanted to go to Laveau, but then paused, then it goes to Laveau anyway. She wanted to go all the way across court, nothing doing. Stolen away by Blowers. Blowers up to Brooklyn Storley. Storley cannot lay it in, but rebounded by Blowers, and she lays it in for 2. Basically an assist. That's all it was. Brooklyn Storley knew she was there. Meanwhile, now this one stolen away, and it's stolen away by Blowers. She's got the fast break, gives it off to Storley, who cannot convert. Rebounded again by Geiger, and is this going to be a three-point play opportunity? We'll see. Geiger with the rebound. Blowers put it in the net, but no, they will say the shot did not count. It will be 2 on the foul, and it's the 3rd for Hurst, the 11th of the first half, and Geiger to shoot 2. That one just off the mark. Looked like a good shot, though. Really good shot there from her. Just off the mark. So Geiger misses the first. And that was a little too strong. Rebounded almost by Geiger. Instead, it will be rebounded here by the Bombers of Barnum. She gets through some traffic. Shot is up, no good, and it's Storley who picks up the rebound. She gets it off now to Raby. Back to Storley. Storley gets around the defense and gets it into the offensive zone. Pauses. On the far side, gets a screen. Picks up her dribble. Now gives to Scott. Scott wanted to go inside to Geiger, but probably a smart idea that she didn't. That shot, well, they're going to say it was blocked, and oh, no way, you cannot get her. Oh, no. The offensive player was shoving just as much. We can't. Yeah, I don't like that call just because I think they were both shoving back and forth, but either way, it is going to be a foul here on Scott, her second, team's 4th. Meanwhile, Barnum has it now in the offensive zone. They'll try and go, and she went over. That's an over and back with the ball, so Hinckley-Finlayson gets it back. Okay, what I meant to say earlier last time, it was a turnover. Hinckley-Finlayson needs to start capitalizing on these turnovers because they haven't really capitalized as much as they should be tonight. If they can start to capitalize on these turnovers, this could be a very lopsided game. This probably could be a 30-11 game right now if they have capitalized on the turnovers. Almost went an over and back, but smart job not to do that. Meanwhile, on the far side, Neela Fahey with it, had it blocked, and fast break opportunity. Is that Corpella? It is. They're just going to let her go, and she drops it in for 2. Well, that's a tough play there, but yeah, you don't want to get another foul because that's closer to the bonus, but also Barnum being a little bit more towards the ball, but beautiful pass and a beautiful assist as Raby drops it in for 2, but that was all due to the passes there from Blowers to Raby, and she drops it in for 2, her first points of the night. 19-13, under 2.5 to go here in the first half. Corpella picks up her dribble, gives outside now to Laveau. On the near side to Frank. Frank's going to put up a shot from 3, well contested, and it's going to wind up in the hands. Jump ball. I don't know about a jump ball there. I think that was more possession for Hinckley than anything. A jump ball called either way, but silver lining there is Hinckley-Finlayson does have the possession arrow. Bounce pass inside. Now they'll go right back to Geiger, and she'll give it off now to Neela Fahey, who's going to try and work around the defense. Nice spin move. She's going to get it up into the offensive zone. Now on the far side, switches back to the near side. Give inside to Geiger. She pulls it in. What great concentration. Can't get it to fall on the first one. Oh, and the second one misses as well, but she gets it back. Another rebound this time for Raby. Now she'll give it out to Blowers. Top of the key. Neela Fahey for 3. It's going to miss. Oh, man. Had a couple of chances there, and they cannot convert. And those are the times where you get 2 or 3 rebounds offensively. You've got to convert those into points. Under a minute and a half to go now in this first half. Barnum has it back. It's Bigelow with it. Now back near side to Laveau. Looking. She'll go all the way across to Bigelow. She's going to circle, try and go inside, and they're going to get a blocking foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. I believe that was on Scott. It's her third, and she'll have to sit now the rest of the first half, which not too much time, 1:22, so not too much longer sit, but definitely demoralizing for her. Barnum will inbound. But it should have been a takeaway, but it goes through the hands of Ingrid Lund. Somehow going to get that drop. That has to be a takeaway there if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. Meanwhile, full court pressure put back on by Barnum. This pass is tipped, but Rowan Fahey gets it back up the court. Now she'll look inside to Geiger, and she can't convert, but Raby almost there with the rebound, but luckily the rebound that was taken by Laveau is going to be dribbled out of bounds, and Hinckley-Finlayson will hold on to possession. Actually, they're not even going to count it as a rebound. They're going to say there was no change of possession because it was so quick. Looks like a timeout here by Hinckley-Finlayson. It'll be a short 30-second one, so while they do, we will as well here on WCMP.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. Hinckley-Finlayson does have possession. Trying to go inside, and unfortunately that went in and then back out, and Raby was trying to get away from it but could not quite. So the inbound will go and be a turnover. Meanwhile, Barnum has it. Under a minute to go, and had a little too much there from Neela Fahey. She'll grab her first foul, and that's going to be the team 7. So that is a 1-and-1 now for Barnum. At least I thought it was. Oh, that's only their team 6th. Oh, I can count. Apparently I can't. So the Bombers will inbound, and now on the far side. And they'll pass this ball around. Now, trying to drive towards it. Shot is up and no good. Rebound. That's what you can't have for your Hinckley-Finlayson. Corpella gets it. Clock didn't even have to reset because she got it and put it back up for 2. So unfortunately, now 19-17. They get it up the court. Geiger with it. Spins back around, trying to work herself into the paint. Looks for the shot. Instead gives to Raby, who's just off the mark. 8 seconds, 7 seconds now. Shot. Oh, she had plenty of time. She didn't need to shoot it, but that is going to be a game changer, quite literally. Ingrid Lund with the 3 at the end of the half. Again, didn't need to shoot it as quickly as she did, but what a shot anyways, and she gets basically a buzzer beater. wow, that is going to hurt the psyche and the confidence for Hinckley-Finlayson going into half. You led all half just to allow that to happen. That is going to hurt going into half. But hopefully it won't matter too much, and they'll come out ready in the second half to retake the lead. So we're into now our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show after a commercial break. Hones right in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Back for the halftime show here on WCMP.
Hey, Mark. I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch Christie and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. At the half, the Jaguars trail the Bombers of Barnum 20-19. Now, it wasn't like that for 17 minutes and 52 seconds of this first half. Hinckley-Finlayson led the entire 17 minutes and 58 seconds of this first half. It wasn't until the final buzzer beater shot from the Barnum Bombers, Ingrid Lund, who shot it with plenty of time left, and it went in. And that is what gave them this 20-19 lead here at the half. Now, I said it right as we went to break. I thought that could be a little bit of a confidence breaker there for Hinckley-Finlayson, the fact that she hit that late. It's not the fact that she hit a late shot. That happens a lot. It's the fact that she hit the late shot, and it gives Barnum the lead going into the half. That is why I think it's a little bit of a confidence breaker there for Hinckley-Finlayson. But we can only wait and see. And maybe I'm talking out of my you-know-what, because who knows? Hinckley-Finlayson might come out in this second half and just run away with this game. We don't know. But I was really impressed with Hinckley-Finlayson. Their defense is phenomenal. It has been a defensive showing here in this first half, no doubt. But their defense has done a great job. Now, the problem is there have been way too many turnovers for both sides. But for Hinckley-Finlayson, there have been far too many turnovers. Now, to go on the other side of that, they have taken the ball away a bunch. But, and this is kind of a huge one, they have not turned a lot of those turnovers into points. And that is the big issue right now here from the first half, is the fact that Hinckley-Finlayson leads on the turnover, on the takeaway category. But they have not turned a lot of those into points. And if they want to really, if they even turned half of their turnover or takeaways in the first half into points, this would be a much more lopsided game. Probably be close to 30-20, 32-20 type of game. But they haven't converted those takeaways into points. And if they can do that here in the second half, there's no doubt in my mind they will be able to kind of build back on their lead and kind of run away with this one, if we're being honest. Stat-wise in the first half, leading the way for Barnum was Mia Hurst and Ingrid Lund with 7, 4 for Corpella, 2 for Frank. They had 5 steals and 11 fouls. On the side for Hinckley-Finlayson, it was Haley Geiger with 8 to lead the squad, 6 for Brooklyn Storley, 2 for Raby and Blowers, and then 1 for Scott. They had 9 steals, not including turnovers, and then 6, or other takeaways, I apologize, and then 6, only 6 team fouls. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. ICAR and ASE certified Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora is recommended by insurance companies. Had an accident? Let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. That's going to do it for the halftime show. I'm going to rest my voice just a little bit longer, so we'll come back when we're ready for the second half of play.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local Central Boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on WCMP, Barnum starts the half with the ball, but eventually this turns into a turnover for Barnum. So again, turnovers were a big story there in that first half, and I think for Hinckley-Finlayson, it's okay at this point because it's game one, but I think if they can turn those takeaways into points, they're going to run away with this one. Shot is up and no good. Nearly rebounded there by Blowers, but it's going to be taken and rebounded by Lund. So now Barnum has it back. At the top of the key, it's Corpella. She'll give near side now to Frank. That's her last name, I promise, Sophia Frank. Now on to the far side to Hurst. Hurst looking. She'll go to, well, she wanted one of her two teammates that were there, and in fact it goes to Frank, then Lund. Now back to Hurst. Inside, back top of the key to Corpella. They're going to be a little bit more patient, but they got 5 seconds on the shot clock. This is tipped and stolen away by Ava Blowers. 9 steals in the first half, make it 10 in the game. Brooklyn Storley looking, trying to get around the defense. She's got to be careful. She's going to work herself into a double team. Almost does, but now gives it off to Geiger. Geiger on the far side. 3 for Riley Scott. Now, I know it's a Christmas season, so I don't know if there's any relation to Scott Calvin. Terrible reference. I tried to work it in there some way. I tried. It was bad, I know. But I tried. Got to give me credit for the effort. Maybe sympathy credit. Maybe. Shot here for 3 is no good from Barnum. Going to be rebounded on the tall rebound by Berthamy. Now a 3 again, and this one's off the mark. Another rebound, this one for Hurst. Back outside. It's Hurst. Got a little bit of a drive to the basket. It is no good, and taken in by Geiger. Geiger, she was... They were being physical, those two, and now it's Brooklyn Storley. And, maybe got a little bit of a way with a carry and or double dribble or travel. There did Storley, but not called, and now a timeout called here by Hinckley-Finlayson. So while they take 30 seconds, we will as well. Back after 30 on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, 22-20, 15:47 left to go in the game. Hinckley-Finlayson back out onto the court. They are ready to go after the timeout that they took. And again, they wasted no time getting the lead right back thanks to a 3 from Riley Scott. Oh, that pass went away from Riley Scott, but nice job by Geiger getting there. Now Scott inside, throws it towards the basket. Raby keeps it alive on the far side. Storley for 3. Oh, just long. And this is out of bounds off of Barnum. Lund was there, but couldn't corral it, and it goes out of bounds, so Hinckley-Finlayson catches a break. Shot clock resets to 20, and they had Storley open at the top of the key. They're going to try and work it inside. Lost. Oh, did she? No, she didn't. Scott did not establish herself back in bounds before that pass got back to her, which is unfortunate because she had a wide open layup if she did. At the top of the key now, Corpella for Barnum on the far side to Hurst. Hurst will look, and she'll wait for something to open up. Gives now to Lund on this near side, Corpella. Inside, they'll go to Berthamy. This ball gets away, and it gets to Frank, who's at the top of the key. Now on the far side to Lund. Lund will wait, give inside here to Corpella. Shot is up, it's short. And this is almost rebounded, but it'll be stolen away by Raby. Up the court they go. Storley, it's a bit behind Geiger on the pass because it was tipped. And now we've got, unfortunately, a Barnum young lady slow to get up. And she's up on her own power, so that's good news. Hope and pray that she's all right. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but a little bit slow to the sideline there. Again, she was able to get up underneath her own power, that's all we ask for. Hopefully she's all right. So this will be the first team foul on Barnum here in this second half, the third on Lund. And it is Geiger at the line to shoot 2. First one is up. It's going to come up short. This kind of much like a serve routine in volleyball, a routine at the free throw line is so important. If it gets interrupted at all, it can usually mean a missed shot, but Geiger delivers on that one. So 1 of 2 there for Geiger, but it makes it a 23-20 lead for Hinckley-Finlayson. With it now is Lund. Lund gives on the near side to Corpella. Corpella will look inside to Bigelow. She lost it, and it's Raby with another steal. She's got 4. Taking up slowly is Scott. She'll slow things down just a little bit. She'll look. She's looking for a screen now from Raby. Oh, she picked up her dribble. Gives to Geiger. Geiger wanting to go inside to Raby. Gives back to Scott. Scott being patient. Looking for somewhere to go. Spins back around into some trouble now. And it's going to be... well, no! It is not. Geiger... we're going to get a foul here on Barnum. I've been so impressed, and that's something that, head coach Greenwald talked about. Meanwhile, this is her 4th, so she might sit. You might see her sit for a little while. No. Yeah, okay, there she goes. I would say it would be aggressive to keep her in there, but they will take her out with her 4th foul. But this is what Coach Greenwald talked about, is he wanted to see them fight for these 50-50 balls, and I think they've taken that challenge to heart, because they have won a majority of them. Meanwhile, it's Storley with it at the top of the key. Wants to go to the corner. She does to Geiger. Geiger going to get around the defense. Driving inside. Hard shot is no good, but she takes a shot herself and benefits because she draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Second team foul. Is that the 3rd, I believe? It'll be the 3rd team foul. My bad. And the first on Sophia Frank. At the line to shoot 2, of course, is Riley Scott. Math is hard, everybody. We know this from my years in broadcasting. I cannot do math, but I do promise the score is right. So, hey, at least we're in the good there. Meanwhile, Scott's second one is off the mark, so no good on both, and it is rebounded by Lund. Lund inside. It's going to be poked and stolen away by Brooklyn Storley. They're trying to race up the court and get a little bit of something in transition, but nothing doing. They have to slow it down. And Storley, I thought, had a chance. Instead, will go inside. This is going to be lost, and it will stay with Hinckley-Finlayson as Blowers lost it. It was knocked out of bounds by Barnum. So Hinckley-Finlayson will hold on to it. 23-20, 13:47 to go. Storley will look. She'll inbound here to Geiger. Tries to draw the foul. That's Scott, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bigelow. They've got some room in transition underneath the basket, nearly stolen away, but Lund somehow comes up with it. A shot for 3 is no good. Easy rebound there for Raby. Raby has to give it off, tries to give it to Storley. They've got to work up the court, otherwise they're going to run out of time. 3, 2, 1, and they're going to run out of time. Nope, it's going to be stolen away. Well, they got it off, but stolen away by Lund as they knew that clock was up. Bigelow inside, and that's got to be, oh, no way. They're going to get a defensive foul there. Apparently she was not set up in time. I thought that the offensive player, Bigelow, kind of gave the forearm shove, but I am not correct, and it will be the 3rd foul on Storley. Storley will catch a break, and meanwhile, checking back into the game is Geiger. Barnum will look to inbound. Inbound on the far side. Bigelow wide open. That comes up short, and rebounded there by Geiger. Geiger leads the team in rebounds with 6 of them now. Now on this near side, Scott. She'll take it to the far side. Gets past the timeline, but a bad pass. It's stolen away, and we're going to get a foul here. I believe that'll be on Geiger. It'll be the team's second, and if it is on Geiger, it would be her first. Again, like the tenacity of them going after these 50-50 balls, but got to be smart with your passes because that was a very ill-advised pass. And now we're going to the scorers table for something. So not on Geiger. They get it on Neela Fahey? Huh. All right. Well, Neela Fahey draws the foul, apparently. It's her second, team's second. And Barnum has it back offensively. Corpella over on the far side now to Bigelow. She wanted that long three, but smart job just not to take it. Now Lund for three. That's off the mark. And rebounded. Couldn't quite see who that was. They'll get it back outside. Corpella was wide open in the far side corner, but they did not give it to her. And Laveau had it blocked. And who was that? Was that Geiger? Geiger with the block. Now a steal for Neela Fahey for two. The steal and two for Neela Fahey to make it 25-20. And I am just continuing to lose my voice. And now a turnover on Barnum. So Hinckley-Finlayson with a chance to double dip here after the turnover on the inbound from Barnum. Inbound here, and they'll get it over to Geiger for two! Nice job at converting those into points. That is exactly what I talked about at half, is they need to turn the takeaways into points or just simply the Barnum turnovers. They did there. Barnum back with it. Almost, and it will be a turnover. It's Riley Scott who's going to get the takeaway, and well, that defender being quite physical, but no whistle. Scott getting around the defenders. Looking for a screen. Gives off now. Underneath. Great drive to the basket. And Blowers, no good on the shot, but she draws the foul, and she's going to go to the line and shoot two. I knew I was going to lose my voice tonight. And why not? This is an exciting one here for Hinckley-Finlayson. So this will be the fourth team foul on Barnum, the fourth on Lund, and that's unfortunate. Now we get a timeout called here, I believe, by Barnum. So while they take one, we will as well, back after our commercial break on WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Make your next stop the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Right now, save on all your favorites like Haggie's Pizza. Save $8 when you buy two. Coke 20 ounces, 3 for $6. Or Pepsi 20 ounces, 3 for $6. Slim Jim Jerky is 2 for $5. Haagen-Dazs ice cream are 2 for $6. Monster Energy drinks are buy two, get one free. And Splash Ice Melt, which is pet safe, only $14.99. So make it the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Back here on WCMP, 27-20, 11:50 to go here in the game. Hinckley-Finlayson will be at the line to shoot two. It is going to be Ava Blowers who will shoot the two for the Jags. Out of the timeout. Does look like, unfortunately, Lund will sit for a while with her fourth foul as well. So they've got now two players with 4 fouls. And in fact, one of them is actually going to be back out there. That is Hurst, who is back out there with her fourth team foul. Now, so now we've got a little bit of an issue with subbing. Looks like they wanted to bring in number 23, Grace Evans, but maybe just didn't check in at the scorer's table. I think that it might be as simple as that. Hopefully it is. I don't know the penalty that would come if it wasn't something like that, or a sub issue. So Lund will be in at least for the first free throw, and I'm guessing after this first free throw, everyone else will sub in. First one, no good there for Blowers. Yeah, so everyone who subbed in initially will be subbing in after the first shot. So that's how that worked. Just in case you were wondering. So Blowers missed the first, but another opportunity. And that was going to come up short, but it is Raby. So Raby got it, tried to pass it off, but no one there for Hinckley-Finlayson. And then she looks to coach, and Greenwald just says, hey, dribble. You could draw a foul, just dribble. But either way, so Barnum has it back. They try to go inside. It is stolen away. Riley Scott shot out of a cannon there to make that steal. Just in the right position. Nearly traveled. Now trying to give it off to Blowers, but it is stolen away by Hurst. Oh, she traveled. For sure she did. So a turnover. As she went underneath, she kind of shuffled there as she went to stop, and unfortunately that's a travel. So again, another turnover by Barnum, and this is where Hinckley-Finlayson needs to convert these into points. With it is Fahey. That's Neela Fahey. Trying for a screen, but rolls into a double team. Now to Geiger. Geiger on this near side. Raby wide open three. Cannot convert. And what a great rebound there for Blowers, who can't get it to fall. And then, oh, how is that not a foul? How did Geiger not draw the foul there? Interesting. Greenwald directing his team as to what they should do. Meanwhile, Barnum does have it. And now they'll give it off to Corpella at the top of the key. Remember, I think they need to go after Hurst because Hurst has 4 fouls. So if you can get her to draw a 5th, you'll get her out of the game. She's been a playmaker tonight. Co-lead with 7 points. And a 3 there for Corpella. Well, that's not what you want if you're Hinckley-Finlayson, is them to start heating up from 3. But that is one of very few here so far tonight. But again, don't want them to start heating up. Meanwhile, Scott with it, looks for a screen, rolls right into a defender. She wanted Geiger, and so we'll give it near side here to Blowers. Blowers going to try and drive baseline. Good-looking shot, but she gets fouled. Great job by Blowers to draw that foul, and she'll go to line to shoot 2. 5th team foul here on Barnum. And it will go against Corpella. Only her 2nd. But again, I think they need to try and go after Hurst because, and she's been such a playmaker here tonight on both sides of the ball. If you can get her out, you open up a little bit of a spot. To maybe find a little bit of room to roam. Meanwhile, that first one is missed by Blowers. The home rim, not kind to her on that one. Meanwhile, checking in will be number 25, Kendra Harris. And Blowers' second one is no good. Geiger trying to grab the rebound, and she cannot. It will wind up being, I think, Corpella officially. Meanwhile, Barnum moving the ball around, trying to find an open shot from 3 against this Hinckley-Finlayson team. They'll now give it, and Evans had a quick window that was open, but still drive inside. It was blocked. We're going to say it wasn't blocked cleanly, though. Third team foul on Hinckley-Finlayson. The first on Ava Blowers. And they're going to say it's a shooting foul, so at the line now is Grace Evans. First one is a high arcing rainbow shot, and it is good. Grace Evans, only an 8th grader, so congrats to her on getting those points. Don't know if it's her first varsity points or not, but either way, congratulations. To be out there as an 8th grader is quite impressive. She makes them both. Not easy. Not easy, but she drains them both, and all of a sudden, it's a 27-25 game. Storley passed to Raby, a bit off the mark, but she reels it in. How is that not a foul? Geiger now inside. Off the glass for 2. Nice job by Geiger. Just a little kiss off the glass there. And the bank is open this late. I don't know if anybody knew that, but it is. That bank, anyways. Probably not your bank. Probably not my bank. But this bank. On the rim. Or on the backboard. Pass inside. Nearly stolen away. Top of the key. 3. Grace Evans. This place about to go nuts if she makes it. She misses, but it's rebounded here by Berthamy. Now this ball goes out of bounds on the pass that is just out of the reach there for Barnum, and Hinckley-Finlayson will hold on. Or they'll get it back anyways, my bad. So bringing up for the Jags is Scott. Scott trying to work around the defender, spin move, and she works herself right into a double team. Raby had it stolen away by Frank. Nice foul there by Raby. That's a good. It's a good and bad foul. It's bad because I think she was going to miss that shot anyways. It's good because, well, you made sure she did. But either way, Raby's going to pick up her first foul, team's fourth, and at the line to shoot 2 is Sophia Frank. Again, it's a good and bad foul. You would rather have not seen her get a foul, but at the same time, you like her to make sure that she doesn't make it. And it wasn't like it was an egregious foul. Yes, it was a clear foul, but at the same time, it wasn't so so bad that it hurt Frank. So she misses her first, and she'll miss her second. And the rebound there by Raby. She has been a rebound machine here tonight. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Storley checks back into the game. She has it. Trying to cross the timeline, she does. She'll look into this near side corner, and bad pass, as that is easily taken away by Corpella. She wanted her teammate in the number 25 jersey, Harris, but she was just way too well guarded by Corpella, and that was just a bad pass. So mistake there by Hinckley-Finlayson. Now inside, Grace Evans trying to give it over to Bigelow. Bigelow going to be guarded underneath. And she loses it out of bounds and go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. Hinckley-Finlayson needs to start taking advantage of these turnovers that Barnum is committing. There have been far too many opportunities that they have not scored on these turnovers from, because if they can't, they're going to start running away with this one. But right now, it's just the missed opportunities for Hinckley-Finlayson. You could say it for both teams, really, but I feel like Hinckley-Finlayson has a few more missed. Go inside to Raby, but it is knocked away. And Raby couldn't hold on. It will go back to Barnum. And again, now all of a sudden I feel like Hinckley-Finlayson is getting a few passes that are just ill-advised. They're trying to force things right now into the in the play, and I think they just need to take a step back, relax a little bit, and just realize, hey, we don't have to force anything. Meanwhile, this ball up for grabs. Moving a ball around, it was nearly taken away by Hinckley-Finlayson, but Barnum still holds on. On the far side, Evans. She'll give it back now, Corpella, who's going to take, thought about a three. Instead, she'll give it off. This three going to come up short, and it's rebounded this time by Geiger. Talk about another rebound machine. She's been one here tonight as well. Brooklyn Storley is going to take it all the way, off the mark. And, yeah, she couldn't set her feet the way she wanted. She was well off balance, and she just had to put it up. Otherwise, it would have been a travel. This ball inside. Geiger with the rejection. Still held on to by Barnum. Grace Evans nearly with the steal for Hinckley-Finlayson, but moving this ball around. Evans for three. No good. And Hinckley-Finlayson might be lucky there. Geiger with the rebound. Yet another one on the night for Hinckley-Finlayson. And she'll give it back to Storley. Brooklyn Storley shifts positions. She'll go to the far side now. Raby provides a little bit of a screen. Give to Geiger. Trying to go inside to Raby. How is that not a foul? That's got to be one. Oh, my goodness. A couple of... there was all sorts of contact there on that shot. Well, not enough, apparently, for a foul. So, whistle, did they not? Okay, they wanted to allow the substitution in before the inbound. So that was the only problem there. So we're good. 6:49 to go, 29-25. Jags lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Be sure to stay tuned to the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show coming up at the end of this one. This one nearly stolen away by Raby. Grace Evans somehow gets it back for Barnum. She'll give it to Evans. Will Hurst. And, foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. It'll be the fifth, and be the fourth for Riley Scott. Not who you want to see have four. She's been a playmaker tonight, and it looks like they're going to keep her in there. This pass, not sure who it was supposed to go to, but it winds up in the hands of Frank. Evans with it, trying to go inside. That's knocked out of bounds by Hinckley-Finlayson. And while she could have probably stole that pass, you at least make her think twice next time about that pass. So it winds up good either way. Inside, no good. Rebound officially to Blowers. Pass up to Geiger. Slow it down. There you go. Now give this Storley. Now if they can settle in just a little bit and get some points on this possession, that is what Hinckley-Finlayson quite honestly needs points here. Riley Scott in some trouble. She dribbles out of the double team that she was in. And then gives it up. It's Grace Evans, and she will score. Well, that's what you can't have if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. That is not ideal. Especially since you haven't scored on the last plethora of offensive possessions. You have to get on the board here. Yes, your defense has done its job, but you need to score. Another opportunity, and it is going to be rebounded here by her. Stolen right back by Geiger. 2 for Raby, no good. Jump ball, possession arrow favors Hinckley-Finlayson. Hinckley-Finlayson has to get some points here. It is a must right now. They have just gone way too many possessions without scoring. They need to get some points here. Whether they draw a foul, whether they get a 3, a 2, it doesn't matter. They just need to get some points here. And Greenwald going to call a timeout to talk it over with his team. Look like a full timeout. So while they take one, we will as well. Back after a commercial break here on WCMP.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Well, the inbound at Geiger was stolen, completely ripped away by Corpella, and that is just something you cannot have if you're Hinckley-Finlayson right now. You need to get some points offensively, then they're going to get a foul on Hinckley-Finlayson. Oh, man. Especially out of the timeout like that. For that sequence to go like that, that is really, really unfortunate. And it'll be the first foul here on Haley Geiger. You know, for as physical as she's been and as much as tenacity as she has played with, that's only her first foul. Now a steal off the inbound. Brooklyn Storley trying to get some fast break points. And, she lost it. She was trying to avoid the travel. At that point, I think if you're Storley, just travel because they just converted it into 2 on the turnover. That is so unfortunate. Oh, man. Well, we're tied at 29 now. Under 5 minutes to go here in the game. Inbound here to Geiger. Geiger will try. Yeah, this is an ill-advised pass. Trying to go inside to Blauer. She was just guarded way too well, and Lund's going to get the steal. Yeah, they just gotta. They cannot do that now. A 3 opportunity, and it's no good. Over the backboard. Yeah, Hinckley-Finlayson right now is just forcing things a little too much. And I think the reason why they're forcing things is because they realize we haven't scored in so many possessions. We need to score, but you also got to be smart with the ball. You cannot just throw a ball in to a player because the play calls for it. You have to be smart and not get a turnover, and they're going to get another one here and another foul, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Barnum. Oh, man, it is starting to fall apart. And it really shouldn't be because Hinckley-Finlayson, I mean, it's not like they're trailing. It's tied. So they just need to relax, take a couple breaths. They are going to score. They'll get those scores eventually. But right now they're forcing things way too much. Meanwhile, 1-and-1 now for Corpella. First one's up and good. Well, for 17 now, what would be 31 minutes and about 30 seconds of this game, Hinckley-Finlayson has led. They will now trail for the first time since 2 seconds left in the first half. Corpella hits them both. It's 31-29. Last time they trailed, though, they came out with a 3 to retake the lead and then led since. So that pass knocked out of bounds. That's Hinckley-Finlayson ball. Storley will inbound. And she'll give it, Scott will, right back to Storley. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Storley looks to this near side. She'll go back, look for a screen, does not get it. She'll travel closer to that far side corner. A three from Scott, no good. And a rebound there by Corpella. Foul. And now, because of the offense unable to get things going, the defense is starting to feel it a little bit. And there's a foul that honestly feels like it's a little unnecessary. And now it wasn't like an intentional foul by any means, but they definitely were reaching and when they didn't need to be. First shot is no good here by Frank. Couple substitutions for each side. Neela Fahey will check into the game for Hinckley-Finlayson. Next one is no good. Rebound for Geiger. Add another one to her total. Neela Fahey will bring it up the court. Spin move to get around the defender. Trying to drive inside. They're going to call it a steal and not a foul. Hurst will get the steal. It was borderline, so I'm okay with the no call. But that's unfortunate for Hinckley-Finlayson. That would have been her fifth, and they would have liked to have her off the court because she's been a very, very good player here tonight. She has been everywhere. Pass outside, wide open three for Frank, and cannot deliver as it rattles out. Rebounded there by Geiger. Yet another one to her total. Brooklyn Storley up the court quickly. She stops again. Now she'll look inside to Geiger. Geiger, not enough on that one, or too much on that one rather, and it's rebounded here by Bigelow. Trying to get fast break points. Shot is up, no good. And another rebound here for Barnum. Fadeaway shot, no good. Another rebound, this one Corpella. And this time taken away by Geiger. Geiger with the rebound. Storley quickly up. She was looking to Scott. She will give to Scott in this near side. She'll drive, trying to go underneath the Raby, and finally they score. They finally get back on the board. It has taken way too long, but they are back on the board, and now maybe they can get something going. And 2.5 minutes to go here in the game. And who knows, I might not be able to talk by the end of this one, but we'll still have the video. And it is ripped away by Riley Scott. She says, gimme that. This is our game to win. Brooklyn Storley had it knocked away, but she gathers it back, and that'll go off her foot and go back to Barnum. And Storley is beside herself. She just can't believe it. She is really upset, which is understandable, but she's got to understand that it's okay. It's okay. You're still in this thing. Now, fouls have kind of went flip-flop here. It was Barnum with 13 in the first half, 11, and Hinckley-Finlayson was 6. Now it's 8 for Hinckley-Finlayson and 5 for Barnum. And nearly a steal for Scott as she got it away from the Barnum player. That is Lund, but Lund will get it back. Wide open now again, but they are going to pass it off instead. On the far side, Bigelow. She instead drives towards the basket. How is that not traveling? How? She ran into the defender. They're going to call it a foul on Hinckley-Finlayson, I guess. Again, while I don't agree, it doesn't mean it's the wrong call. It'll be the third on Neela Fahey. Again, just because I don't agree doesn't mean it's the wrong call. It's just my personal view on it. Meanwhile, Devani Wodash will check into the game for the first time. Or Wodash. And this one is up, no good on the 1-and-1. Rebounded here by, that was Geiger again. Brooklyn Storley on the far side. Looks for a screen from Geiger. Trying to give inside, and it's stolen away. That's Lund. Again, just the turnovers becoming a problem. Bigelow will go underneath. Close to a travel again. Now top the key three is no good. Race after the rebound. It's tipped out of bounds. It will stay or go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. Tied at 31. 1:16 to go. What an exciting game for game one for these two teams. That one nearly knocked away. And Geiger will try and bring it forward. She's got 5 seconds now. She crosses the timeline, and they're good. Geiger goes back to Scott. Scott will look, and she'll try and drive. Got a lane. It closed quickly. Shot is good! Riley Scott with a big-time shot. 33-31. Under a minute to go. It's Corpella with it. She gives it over to Lund. Now on the far side, it's Hurst with it. Hurst looking, trying to figure out where to go with it. She'll go to Lund. Lund on the near side to Corpella. Corpella going to go for three. Oh, that was on the mark, and it's no good. Rebounded here by Wodash, who just checked into the game. And a timeout by Hinckley-Finlayson. Here you go, 39 seconds left, 33-31, and the Jags have a chance to try and put this one away. Now, for Barnum, what's going to be unfortunate for them is they're going to eventually start to have to foul. They are 2 fouls away from putting Hinckley-Finlayson in the bonus, so that's a lot of time that the Hinckley-Finlayson Jags could take off. We'll see, though. We'll see what they try and do here. Timeout was called by Hinckley-Finlayson. They're left with 1, Barnum 2. 33-31 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Jags with the lead. 39 seconds to go. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. Plus, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have a plan, or if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options, and they'll find a plan to fit your budget. That's embracemn.com. Again, stay tuned for the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. The Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. Brought to you, of course, by Pizza Pub in Pine City. Got to try that pizza of the month at Pine City. Pizza Pub, always something unique and always delicious. Check out the Pizza Pub Pine City Facebook page to find out what they're cooking up. Here we go. 39 seconds to go. 2 timeouts Barnum, 1 Hinckley-Finlayson. Hinckley-Finlayson has to inbound and get it over the timeline. 34 seconds left. Now, obviously, full court pressure here by Barnum. Storley was the intended, but they'll instead go and give it to Raby, and that's a foul. That is a foul on Barnum. Absolutely. They don't agree, but that is absolutely the right call. Dang near punched the ball, but she punched her arm, which is, again, she wasn't doing it to be egregious. It just, she was punching the ball out and unfortunately hit Raby's arm. So, again, nothing egregious there by the defender, just trying to get the ball out and unfortunately hit her arm. They're going to try to go into Scott, but it is knocked out of bounds on the inbound. That's okay. It doesn't take any time off of the shot clock or the game clock, so you just redo. It's okay. They will give it into Storley, and it's going to be a turnover. Not what you have there. You can't have that. You got to go with the high percentage pass there. You cannot have something that is leading your player out in front too far. Meanwhile, Barnum's going to call one of their timeouts. And I think we're just going to keep it here. There's too much on the line to miss, so we're not going to try and miss anything. That's unfortunate for Hinckley-Finlayson that they missed that one on the inbound because these passes, you could have taken a bunch of time off the clock, in a perfect world. But they could have at least taken off, I feel like, 5 more seconds to get that down under 30 and then gone to the free throw line with the next foul from Barnum because they would have had to foul to try and preserve time. But now you turn the ball over. And again, turnovers have been a big key here tonight, whether it's Hinckley or Barnum. Both these teams have turned it over far too many times, but Hinckley-Finlayson has not been able to capitalize on those Barnum turnovers, but they still lead this game, and that is what is so important, obviously. Leave it to me to be Booger McFarland. If you score more points than the other team, you'll win the game. A Booger McFarland reference there. I didn't think I'd do it, but hey, it's got to happen sometime. Everyone's got to have a Booger moment. Meanwhile, Barnum will inbound. Now, if you're Hinckley-Finlayson, do not foul. You're going to. Now, Hinckley-Finlayson cannot foul. They're going to put Barnum in the double bonus if they do. So it'll be automatic 2 shots. So do not foul. Obviously, play good defense, but don't foul. A 3 is no good. And Hinckley-Finlayson breathes a sigh of relief. This ball is somehow going to be rebounded by Barnum. It's no good. Rebounded by Geiger. And a foul on Barnum, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Hinckley-Finlayson. There you go. 23 seconds to go. Now the importance of the free throws. It's a 1-and-1, so it's not automatic 2. You have to make the first. Who will it be? I believe that's Haley Geiger, who will shoot the 1-and-1. Sub here for Barnum. They're going to send 2 players back, will Hinckley-Finlayson, just so nothing can get broken free. 23 seconds to go. Geiger. Sure, shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by Hurst. Quickly up the court. They're going to look for 3, I think. Lund gives. Hurst, 3. Good. That's what you're going to have. Well, that's what you're going to have, and they just left her open. Geiger gives up to Storley. Oh, she had way too much time left. Raby! Oh, missed. Oh, and it's out of bounds, and that's it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my heavens. You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. You would think that this was the playoffs, the way this game ended. Oh, my heavens. What a heartbreaking loss for Hinckley-Finlayson. That's probably the worst way to lose this game. Not necessarily the fact that they allowed a 3. That's you'll work on defense. That's one thing. But the fact that they had a couple rebounds and opportunities to try and win this game and just could not convert. Unfortunately, it's going to go back to Storley's shot, which was, again, a tad early. She had open court where I feel like she could have taken at least a few more dribbles to get closer and take a higher percentage shot. But Raby did a great job at getting yet another rebound, and she had an opportunity, and she unfortunately missed. But again, trying to make these shots with all that's going on, there's a lot of anxiety, so you're rushing things a little bit. That's not easy to do. I'm not blaming any of these young ladies. They played a phenomenal game. They battled. They were tested, and they played so well here tonight. It is going to sting for a long time, the fact that they lost this one. That is not how you wanted to see this one go, but the Bombers will beat Hinckley-Finlayson here tonight on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Either way, we're going to have our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP, just a heartbreaking final as the Jags fall to the Bombers 34-33. They got the lead back 33-31, and then unfortunately a young lady was left open for 3, which she converted. But then they had the last, 7 seconds to try and score. Storley put up a shot, what I thought was a little bit early. I thought she could have had a couple of more steps and dribbles to get closer the early shot wound up working out for Hinckley-Finlayson because while, yes, she did miss, Raby was right there for the rebound and tried to get it up and in, missed her shot. They had one more rebound. Unfortunately, could not get it up in time as it did go out of bounds with no time left on the clock, and they fall to Barnum 34-33. Just such a heartbreaking loss here for Hinckley-Finlayson. But the final stats of the night look like this, and leading the way for Hinckley-Finlayson was Haley Geiger with 12, 6 for both Scott and Storley, 4 for Raby, and 2 for Blowers and Fahey. 14 rebounds for Geiger, a double-double here tonight. 8 for Raby, 7 for Blowers. They had 19 total steals, 10 in the second half, 9 in the first. They had 2 blocks, both of them coming from Geiger. She stuffed the stat sheet tonight. They had 15 total fouls as a team, with 9 coming in the second half. So, again, just such a heartbreaking way to lose this game if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. You led for what? Let's see, there's 18 minutes in both halves for about 35 minutes? Or no, it's probably closer to 36 and a half minutes. Yeah, 36. No, I don't know. I'm going to get confused. It's probably close to 37 minutes of this game they led. 37 minutes of the game they led, give or take. And to lose like that, it's just, man, really unfortunate. But I am so impressed by what I've seen here tonight from Hinckley-Finlayson in Game 1. The tenacity, like Greenwald said in the interview, he wanted to see them go after her and win those 50-50 balls, which I think for the most part they did. But unfortunately, it was the turnovers tonight that really played a big factor on both sides. Both teams had way too many turnovers. But the times that Barnum turned the ball over, Hinckley-Finlayson was just unable to capitalize and turn it into points. And if they can do that, if they can grow and turn those turnovers from Barnum's or any other teams into points, they would have ran away with this game if they were able to do that. But had a few cold spells here in this game offensively where they just couldn't find any shots at the basket, which unfortunately led to Barnum being able to go down. And now, again, there wasn't a ton of offense here for either side, but Barnum was able to convert a few more times here in the second half than Hinckley-Finlayson. And the last 3 was the biggest one that they hit to take the 34-33 lead. But great, again, a lot of credit to Hinckley-Finlayson that they had the last 7 seconds to do something, and they almost pulled it off. But that'll be something they go into next week talking about and fixing is turnovers, capitalizing off of takeaways. I think those will be the 2 biggest points that they will make. Haley Geiger and Raby are your rebound machines. Now, Raby's a senior, and Geiger also a senior. So those are your 2 seniors, your 2 senior leaders that you've got. Well, they've got a few seniors, but a couple of the senior leaders that you got. So no surprise that they're leading the way in rebounds, but I think they just need to make sure they're finding higher percentage passes. I felt like in the middle part of that second half, they were forcing things a little bit. I thought they forced the passes a little bit, trying to force the offense to get going, and they were forcing those passes, and it wound up being more times turnovers than not. So if they can understand that, hey, we need to settle down, we don't need to force things, the offense will come and it will score eventually, we just need to settle down. Because once they did, they started to score and retook the lead until the last 7 seconds. So if they can be able to remind themselves of that and kind of get that, I guess, muscle memory almost, as they go throughout the season, this team will be just fine. This is a very tenacious team. They're going to win a lot of rebounds and 50-50 balls. So any team that plays them is going to have to be that much more tenacious. And there might not be too many more that are tenacious like that. So I'll be interested to see how this Hinckley-Finlayson team can do. But it does start with a loss to Barnum on the season, 34-33. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, it means a whole heck of a lot. Also appreciate all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast. It is because of them that we not only get to be out here, but we get to bring you these games for free. So if you want to stay tuned to anything going on with local sports, be sure to tune in to the WCMP Morning Show over on 100.9 FM Cool Country with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. Or you can tune in to our website. Go to WCMPradio.com. Go to the Sports tab. Click on Broadcast Schedule. That's where we'll have all the links for the games that we'll be covering for that week of play. Also on our website, we'll have coaches and players interviews, plus articles from games that we've been at. Another way to stay tuned is our social medias, our Facebook, our Instagram, and our Twitter, WCMP Radio, and then our Twitter is at Q Media Sports. And you can stay tuned with up-to-date local information, whether it's broken records, games we'll be at, articles from games we were at, LOI signings, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, players going and playing in college, whatever it is, we'll post all that on our social medias. Of course, best way to do it is to stay tuned and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that red subscribe. Well, it's not red anymore, but hit that subscribe button. That way, anytime we go live, you'll get the notification. All you have to do is click it. It will take you right to the live video. Again, the final here in this one, Barnum defeats Hinckley-Finlayson 34-33. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make their day. I'm serious when I say that. It is far too often we see people dealing with it and nobody knows. So let's remember to be kind to everyone, because, again, just far too many people are going through something that they aren't willing to talk about. But your kindness, it doesn't need to be much. It can be holding the door open with a smile. It can be a little compliment like, hey, like your shirt, dude. It can be the simplest of things, and you'd be surprised what it does for that person's day. So let's remember to be kind to everyone. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your night, but also a fantastic weekend.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.